Good afternoon and happy Tuesday. Welcome to Eastern Lifestyle. I'm your host, Davia Pugh.
And I'm your reporter, Kaylee Riccatelli.
We are so happy to have you with us today. We've got such a fun show coming up. Miss North Carolina 2025 is sharing her journey in pageantry and her goal to compete for the national title. We will also be checking out a cafe in New Bern that serves fresh comfort food. Plus, we will find out how you can save some coins when you dine at this fantastic E&C restaurant. That's all on the way shortly, but now let's get into what makes this day special.
What does make today special?
Well, today is National Rescue Dog Day. Yes.
Ooh,
yes.
How fun.
So this just encourages people to adopt the dogs, that they maybe see at a shelter or on the street. I mean, there are dogs and animals roaming the street everywhere.
Yeah.
And they don't have the right sources to get food or water or anything like that. So this is just a day where people can really take the time and think about going to the shelter and giving that dog, or it doesn't even have to be a dog, just an animal, a home. But this day specifically is for dogs.
Yeah.
And because each year millions of animals, specifically dogs, are abandoned by their owners and end up on the streets. It's animal abuse. I mean, we know about this. So dogs face a lot of difficulties when they are on the streets, like I just mentioned. And so they're also subject to human cruelty by others who are on the streets. And this, and also cars, because on the streets we drive everywhere and they are more easily
hit by cars.
Hit by cars, unfortunately. So this really just signifies, you go to the Humane Society all the time.
Yes, oh my gosh.
Go to the Humane Society or any shelter near your home and really,
spay and neuter your animals.
Oh, yes.
Because you reduce the number of dogs on the streets and in shelters by spaying and neutering the pets that you have.
Exactly.
So important.
So important.
But also,
maybe rescue a dog today.
Yes. Or just help out at a local Humane Society.
Yeah, go volunteer.
Yes.
There's so much you can do
They love
to help
volunteers.
out. Yes. So what else is it today?
Well, something you could do with your rescue dog is stream a little TV.
Yes, you can.
Because today's National Streaming Day.
Ooh.
So this day started in 2014. It was initiated by Roku on the anniversary of the release of their first streaming device.
Okay.
In 2014.
Wow.
Or no, their first streaming device wasn't in 2014. This day started in 2014. Anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's on that anniversary. The first known internet stream broadcast was a live radio stream of, guess what?
What?
A New York Yankees versus Seattle Mariners baseball game.
Oh, wow.
Of course, the Yankees at the forefront of history, as we do. The Yankees did lose that game 6-5, though. So, but it was on September 5th, 1995, and that's the first known commercialized internet stream. And that was in partnership with ESPN and a company called Real Networks.
Okay.
And that was with Real Audio. They later had a branch called Real Video, which was video streaming.
Okay.
And then in 2005, YouTube came along, Netflix came along in 2007, and that revolutionized streaming, as we know it. So that's where we get on-demand video and all that kind of thing, and now there's you can't even keep
how
many streaming
we can't even name them. We can't even name how many they are.
No,
it's so many.
No,
I can't keep up.
But I love them all.
I mean, it's great. It's I'm kind of torn because I loved going to Blockbuster, for example, and picking up a little movie.
Yeah.
It was just something about that.
And
but
I kind of liked growing up with cable and waiting week to week for episodes
cable
to come out,
cable too.
running to the bathroom during commercials.
Yes, coming back.
But I also like streaming.
Yeah. So. Well, we get both. We still get both. So.
Yes.
Except Blockbuster. But anyways.
Yeah.
Let's get to our E&C event. Baseball season is back in Greenville, and on May 23rd, you can head to historic Guy Smith Stadium to cheer on the Greenville Yard Gnomes as they kick off their summer schedule in the Coastal Plain League. It's a family-friendly night, of course, and there will be fun, food, and top-tier collegiate baseball. The game starts at 6:30, and for tickets or more info, head to yardgnomesbaseball.com.
How fun!
Baseball season! She's representing North Carolina with pride. Miss North Carolina 2025 is in the building, and she's sharing her journey with us next. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss this. Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia, and right now I'm joined by the current reigning United States of America's Miss North Carolina, Machaela Kozlowski. She's here to share her journey, the causes she's passionate about, and what it really means to wear the crown. Machaela, thank you for joining us today.
Awesome, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, of course. I'm so excited to talk about, everything you have going on. So tell us just how you feel about competing for the national title this coming weekend.
Very grateful. Oh yes, it's literally a week from today that we're going to Las Vegas. The nerves are there, the excitement's rolling, but I am ready to take on and go and just compete and meet all the amazing women. It's incredible how many states are coming, and you just get to see, wow, everybody has came for a different purpose, but also for the same goal, and I love that.
Were you always interested in pageantry growing up? Tell us a little about your childhood.
Absolutely, I was not interested in pageantry actually. I grew up very much a tomboy, more so being Machaela, loving basketball, hunting, fishing, you name it, I loved it. And even going alongside drag racing with my father, but I had very low self-esteem growing up. I did not like myself. I looked in the mirror and just hated who the person I was. So I decided at 18 when I hit college, I'm gonna make that change. I'm gonna go out there and figure out who I am. And I started getting into personal training. Wow. And then from there, my personal trainer just happened to be a pageant coach. And she said like, hey, you should do a pageant. And I was there like, nope, it's not for me. I'm good. I'm like, I'm just here for fitness and that's it. She goes, no, you should. 3 months I gave in.
Wow.
I gave in at 3 months and I said, I'll do a pageant. That was 5 years ago now, and it's changed my life for the better. I actually love myself. I have confidence, and I actually have a story and advocacy, something I actually care about to go out in the world and make a difference.
Wow, that's a beautiful story. Okay. And I know growing up you were bullied.
I had a class of 16 boys and only 2 other girls beside me, and even had the whole class, discover and make up a fake language just to pick on me so the teachers wouldn't know. Wow. And it was always for my appearance. She tries to wear makeup, let's make her feel bad about it. And having even your teachers bully you in that way, it's like, great.
Like an adult too?
An adult. Yeah. But that just made me to say, no, I'm going to prove them wrong. I started to grow a little confidence there, but then I started to say, no, I need to feel the confidence and love who I am.
Right.
So I actually started to develop a closer relationship to God, and then I decided that pageantry, and it's not even just about hair and makeup, is more saying I'm actually doing something that I'm proud of. Right. I love what I do, and that's why I developed even my personal platform, Inspire Your Desire, which is to help others find their passions by making an impact through volunteerism. And I mainly do this by leading by example. I go out there in my community and say, hey, these are different kind of volunteer opportunities that you can have. I'm excited because not only am I continuing to have workshops to help pageant queens develop their reason why in their platforms, but I host volunteer fairs. I'm going to actually host one again on our next state pageant.
So you touched on Inspire Your Desire, and I know you're the state director for Worthmore Nation.
Worthmore Nation is to help foster girls of trauma who have been human trafficked, and making something positive. Learn how to communicate and practice for interview. Wow. Learn the skills to go on stage. We don't have judges, we have encouragers.
That's amazing.
And we make sure that they have the skills and the opportunity to go out in life and say, I can still make a difference no matter what had happened to me in the past.
Where can people go if they just want to learn more and support your journey?
So I have 2 Instagram pages. I have my Instagram of Machaela_Kozlowski, and then also USoA, Miss North Carolina.
So we're wishing Machaela all the best as she competes on the national stage this weekend. And to follow her journey and show your support, be sure to check out her social media and her platforms, and stay tuned for more on Eastern Lifestyle.
Hey, I'm Chris. This is On the Record. Thanks for joining us. All right, so got a little bit of Black Sabbath for you, Paranoid. What I really like about this album is it just hits really heavy. I mean, it is extremely heavy. One of the funkiest and heaviest riffs and drums combinations I've ever heard is in the song Hand of Doom. And there's just something about that drum beat, but just like the sunken, like unknowing of the bass line, and it's just really dreadful, and it's very moody and rather chaotic. So if you're listening and you want to hear a really early proto-heavy metal album, definitely check out Paranoid by Black Sabbath, obviously, War Pigs, Iron Man, a lot of their other very famous songs. Be sure and check it out. Till next time for On the Record, we'll see you then.
I'm Kaylee Riccatelli, and coming up on Eastern Lifestyle, I'll show you where you can go to get a taste for traveling the world without ever leaving Eastern North Carolina. The following segment is sponsored by Firefly Cafe. At Firefly Cafe in New Bern, there's always more than meets the eye. Every menu item, art piece, chair, window, and even the building itself has its own unique story. And that story started about 20 years ago, when Sean and Sarah Ross first conceptualized Firefly Cafe.
The actual idea for Firefly came around 2007 when I was stationed in Yorktown, Virginia with the Coast Guard. Sarah convinced me to go back to college, and I got my degree in hospitality management, and one of my assignments was to design a restaurant and menu, and we designed Firefly back then.
Firefly Cafe opened in March of 2025 and quickly built a community on Pollock Street in New Bern. What do you want people to get out of or experience at Firefly Cafe?
Slow down a little bit, enjoy life. That's the whole idea here. I mean, we built a beautiful garden space out there that we hope will be a hub here in the summertime. We built this nice relaxed area. We got comfortable seating all around. We want you to just come in here, relax, enjoy a good bite, meet some new friends.
For Sean and Sarah, Firefly Cafe is a piece of themselves that they've chosen to share with the community of New Bern. This long-held dream is full of photos and art the Rosses have had a direct hand in making.
Everything you see here is very personal. You know, this is a
there's
little
a story
piece.
behind
There's a
just
story
about
behind everything here. All the art in here is made by us. The photos on the wall are all from places that we visited, and the photos are taken by one of us in our family as well. So all the photos are some of our favorite places that we've been around the country or around the world and have special meaning to us or helped in some way inspire the menu or something that we have here at Firefly Cafe.
Even the cafe's very name came from a personal experience right at the start of this journey.
Our first journey across country was kind of frightening. We were in our early 20s and we had two young kids already who were 5 and 5 months old, and we were trekking across from Oregon to get stationed in Virginia, and it was a little frightening. I had no idea where we were going or what we were doing, but we set out across the country on an exciting adventure, and kind of come to find out it was the beginning of many, many adventures together. And it was scary. So when we got to Louisville, Kentucky, it was the first time we'd ever seen a firefly, and it being West Coast kids, and we don't have fireflies on the West Coast, so it was really neat to us. And so it kind of became a sign of light and hope for us.
After working up an appetite, I obviously had to get a taste of Firefly Cafe myself. The Rosses have traveled cross-country about 8 times, not to mention international travel. Through this experience, they have encountered a variety of local cuisines, which they aim to bring to New Bern with a Carolina twist. Firefly Cafe has a variety of foods with regional and international influences, but today I decided to keep it close to home and go with their Carolina flatbread that has barbecue, white cheddar, and onions. Let me see. I'm gonna try this slice. This one looks like it has a little bit of everything. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, that's so good. That was definitely the right bite to take. I got the onion, the barbecue, and the white cheddar. Everything goes together so well. And it's delicious. Oh my gosh, yeah. We're going back for round 2. I would absolutely recommend trying anything from Firefly Cafe. Their Italian flatbreads also come highly recommended, but I can vouch for the Carolina that it is just as worth it. You can find out more about Firefly Cafe and their upcoming events on Facebook at Firefly Cafe or on Instagram at Firefly Cafe New Bern. The preceding segment was sponsored by Firefly Cafe.
It's time for the life hack of the day. Did you know that you can make your dish brush almost brand new by just using your dishwasher? So all you do is toss it in the top rack of your dishwasher during your next cycle and it will come out clean, sanitized, and good as new. No extra scrubbing is needed.
Huh.
Yep.
That's funny that you wash a dish brush by putting it in the dishwasher.
Never, I mean, it's obviously it's gonna work. I mean,
yeah.
But like,
why did I never think of that?
Why did I never think of that? Yeah, never thought of that. But
like that's, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, why not?
Like I wonder if it works on bottle brushes. Yeah. Those are the brushes that I have.
With the bristles?
Yeah.
I think it would work with that too. Yeah.
No, top rack, because bottom rack, I guarantee the plastic would melt.
Yeah, the top is better. Now it's time for us to get into trivia. So who founded the first English colony in America, the Roanoke colony? Is it A, Sir Francis Drake, B, William Shakespeare, C, Sir Walter Raleigh, or D, King James I? We'll have the answer right after the break. Stay with us. All right, we are back. So if you guessed C, Sir Walter Raleigh, you're correct. Sir Walter Raleigh founded the Roanoke colony on Roanoke Island in present-day Dare County, North Carolina in 1585. The colony mysteriously vanished without a trace except for the word Croatoan scrawled on a nearby tree. This was to indicate their relocation to Croatoan, which is the name of a nearby island.
The following segment was sponsored by Gwendy's Goodies.
Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia, and it's time for Be Our Guest, where we help you save money while having an amazing dining experience. Today we are at Gwendy's Goodies in Ayden. Be sure to go to WNCT.com and find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 certificate for only $25 because these will sell out fast. So we are here with Gwendy Michael, the owner of Gwendy's Goodies. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you for coming. I was really excited to have y'all here today.
Yeah, so this looks amazing in front of us. I know recently you all changed your menu to where you have lunch items now.
That's right. We were in an older location. We moved into this, renovated downtown Ayden because we're in love with Ayden and the possibilities of our downtown. And now in our new location, we're able to offer breakfast and lunch, which is something we couldn't do before. So that's been really fun.
That's very exciting. So let's just go ahead and get started. Let's start with breakfast, it's only right. Can you tell us what we have?
Okay, so this is a cheddar Parmesan roll. We call it our CPR breakfast.
Oh, CPR.
The cheddar Parmesan roll is unique to us. It's a recipe that we developed. Very cheesy yeast roll. And then on top of that, we put a sausage patty and egg. And it is probably one of our most popular breakfast items.
That sounds so good. I love cheese myself.
Oh yeah.
Looks delicious.
And then next to it is a hot dog kolache. That is actually kind of a Texas thing. We have them plain cheddar and jalapeno cheddar. So really, it's like a pigs in a blanket, but way upscale from that.
Okay,
Yep.
That sounds so good. So now we have this dish in front of us. Can you tell us what we have?
Okay, this is our famous Hawaiian chicken salad. Our cake artist, actually Rebecca, brought that recipe to us. It's got a little bit of lime, a little bit of honey, and some pineapple. We can't keep this in the case. It is so popular, it just sells. People love our Hawaiian chicken salad. It's really good on a croissant. There's some really healthy options, and that quinoa salad is a super grain. It's got lots of great things for you, and it's loaded with veggies and tomatoes and all sorts of fresh goodness.
Wow, that looks delicious.
That's what's with that, yeah.
Okay.
It's really yummy.
Exciting. Now, can people switch out the sides if they'd like to with any of their dishes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We have potato salad, we have quinoa salad, and sometimes we have Cuban black bean salad. Or you could get it with chips if you're not a salad person.
Now we have this amazing looking soup dish. Can you tell us what we have?
Absolutely, that's our Ayden collard soup. We developed this for the Ayden Collard Festival. We wanted to have everything collard here. And it has been such a hit that we have been offering it every day since. It's got collards, it's got smoked sausage, carrots, onions, black-eyed peas. It's made right here from scratch, and it is served with our amazing sourdough bread.
Okay, and this is homemade sourdough bread.
This is homemade sourdough bread. We make it right here, the whole authentic process of sourdough baking. We make sandwiches with the sourdough and we serve it with our soup. So we make eclairs here on Tuesdays, but it is a choux pastry filled with a Bavarian cream, again, made right here, made from scratch, really yummy. And then we put a chocolate ganache on top. This is right here a chocolate espresso cheesecake. It's got coffee in it, it's got chocolate ganache on top, graham cracker crust, again, made from scratch, made right here.
That looks delicious. Cheesecake's my favorite dessert.
We always have cheesecake in the bakery case, cupcakes. We have a wide variety of goodies.
Well, thank you so much, Gwendy. And you all make sure to remember to go to WNCT.com, find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 certificate for only $25 because these will sell out fast.
The preceding segment was sponsored by Gwendy's Goodies.
It's time for This or That, where between two choices, we pick which one we prefer. So do you prefer a tree swing or a hammock?
I think a hammock because you can sleep in it.
Same. I really love a good hammock.
Yes.
Like it's so, and you can just look up.
Yes.
With a tree swing, you're still like, you know, looking forward.
My fourth year of college, I had a backyard that had two trees that were the perfect distance apart for hammocking. Ooh. I would lay in that hammock and do my homework.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember to enjoy every moment of your Eastern lifestyle, and we'll see you tomorrow. Segments in today's episode are sponsored by Firefly Cafe and Gwendy's Goodies.